most intimidating Miss Nepal?
Intimidating, none. They're also sweet. They're also nice.
I would have an answer. Miss Nepals have small groups and gossip about each other. Do you think the group is toxic?
The crown does not become you. You become the crown. Okay? You add personality into each gem that the crown carries.
So nice.
She puts it. Why is that? Majority of Miss Nepals break up right after winning the crown.
आफ्नै साथीहरूले चिन्ने पनि आँखा फेरिँदै जान्छ नि त हैन कस्तो थियो म कस्तो छु भनेर बिर्सिँदै जाँदाखेरि चाहिँ it was so toxic for me for a while.
Wildest Miss Nepal.
जे होला त्यो मिस नेपालमा जितेको गाडी थियो नि त ग्रीन कलरको त्यसको माथि somebody had dropped a letter and then phone number and a rose I think.
It's Saturday, and that means it's time for another fresh episode of Khukri Rum presents Wow Saturday Brunch. Today we are at Dusit Princess for our little brunch meetup, and I've invited two of my amazing sisters. My first guest, I used to be in awe looking at her billboards when she started off her career back in 2010 after her big win, and ever since then her charm has never ever phased out. Another guest of mine is this little Miss Sunshine, full of energy and a total go-getter. This little charmer is all set to represent Nepal at the next Miss World, and I definitely cannot wait to cheer her on. So it's time to go meet them. Hello.
Hi.
How are you? You guys look gorgeous.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for accepting my invitation. It means a lot.
Who wouldn't?
Who would say no to brunch?
Who wouldn't when you invite?
So how are you guys?
I'm good, thank you.
Been good, been traveling around Kathmandu and Chitwan back and forth all the time. I'm a beauty with a purpose ko sites on to. The project is taking shape and coming back here got stuck for 2 hours. So glad I'm here.
We're glad you made it.
Thank you.
And we're very excited for your journey.
Thank
How
you
you're going to represent
world.
us, Sanera.
No, that's been a long wait.
कति लामो भइसक्यो.
Exactly.
But at least it's happening नजिकको देशमा, so you know maybe we can all go.
Please do come.
But before that, I think we had given you some assignment.
Oh, what was that?
We got homework?
I mean, to prepare fun facts about yourself.
Oh yeah. Yes. I've got it already.
I'm so excited to hear a fun fact.
Okay, so maybe we can start with you, Priyanka.
You want me to start? So since we're starting off with a pageant-friendly surrounding, let's just come to before I entered Miss Nepal. I was volunteering for Blind Rocks पनि एउटा संस्था छ के अर्गनाइजेसन. पहिलेदेखि मिस नेपाल आउने एकदमै ठुलो चाहना इच्छा रहर हैन त्यही भएर त्यहाँ पनि मैले एउटा प्यासन गरेको थिएँ कि मिस ब्लाइन्ड रक्स भनेर. That was a big hit. My first entry into pageantry as an organizer. अर्को चाहिँ I studied in Darjeeling for almost half my life. Surrounded by hills, surrounded by mountains, such a beautiful life. So coming back to the city, I've been grounded, I've been rooted, and it's a fun change. Childhood-देखि अहिलेसम्म आउँदाखेरि I've grown as a person with the geographical locations that I travel across. भनौँ न. Third, say I don't know if anybody thinks it's a fun fact. None of my friends do. I am a hypo-trypophilic.
Wait, does that mean you are too scared to see?
No, I appreciate it. I love it.
No, it's only her. Okay, not you. Ashmi, it's only her.
Yeah,
That's
I
weird.
look at pictures of holes and
you like it, but
yeah. If you look at my gallery, I have pictures like that.
It's disgusting, okay? Like, it does something to you. And
I look at it and I
that's a fun
enjoy.
I enjoy. That's a fun fact for me.
Let's start with Sadichha now.
So my 3 fun facts. Also, also related to pageant. My first pageant was when I was in grade 8. I participated in this pageant called Miss Beautiful Lady. The talent show more than beauty competition because like 6, 7, 8 class ko bachhaharukule bhag line थियो and school ma aera they had done, so I participated and I won. So that was my first beauty pageant that I participated.
So on brand for you. Beautiful lady.
And then my second fun fact is I've been crowned by 3 Miss Nepals. Obvious would be Jansha Didi who crowned me, right?
Yes.
I've also been crowned by Usha Khargi and Sugarika Casey.
For what?
For Miss Beautiful Lady. So I have a picture of me wearing this Newari luga, and then the two of them right left ma basera त्यो crown मलाई लगाइदिरहेको. Both of the Miss Nepals were invited as one of the judges for the finale. So दुई जनाले लगाइदिएछ मलाई.
Meant to be.
And दुई जनाले मलाई बहिनी तिमी त Miss Nepal मा आउनु पर्छ है आऊ है भनेर.
So sweet. Talking about your Newari picture, it's also in New York.
Namaste gare.
त्यो namaste wala. It's been a stereotypical
It wasn't that big, it
picture
wasn't that
of all
dressed.
the khaza puzzles.
Third fun fact, in 13 years I spent in the same school. So from nursery to class 10, I was always the first student.
Oh my god.
So you can verify this, you can go talk to my school, ask उसको report card देखाउनुस् त हामीलाई भन्यो भने they'll show you. I was the first student, है, not girl फेरि अलिकति अब नाक ठुलो बनाउँछ. I was the first student.
We're proud of
And
you.
त्यसपछि के भयो?
त्यसपछि plus 2 ISC गरी doctor बन्ने सपना लिएर my parents wanted me to do MBBS, but I chucked out the M and I just did BBS.
Yes. Is she still disappointed?
You know why she's not disappointed? First मा त अलिकति sad because you know beauty pageant मा भाग लियो भने त्यही हुन्छ नि त. People say यस्तो राम्रो पढ्न सक्ने कहिले सेकेन्ड नभएको छोरीलाई तपाईले you know beauty pageant पठाउनु भयो भने मिस्टर बाल पनि भयो अब त उ पढ्दैन अब के गर्दैन भयो टाइपको. राज भाइ सर, you know what he told my mother? वर्षमा कतिजना डाक्टर निस्किन्छ तपाईलाई थाहा हुन्छ नम्बर भन्दा हैन थाहा छैन. वर्षमा कतिजना मिस्टर बाल निस्किन्छ भनेर हैन. One, and you'd always know the name नि त. So I think त्यो पनि डायलगले चाहिँ अलिकति affected my mother. It's like, oh, मेरो छोरीले ठुलै काम गरे हो
I need to go tell my mother too if you're hearing this.
You know, to sum it all up together, a fun fact about today is that 3 generations of Miss Nepals are sitting together, and generations in what? Generation in what aspects? So no. Sadichha Shrestha won in 2010. You 16, I'm 22. So we're all 6-year gap.
Actually, yeah, that does make sense.
Generation चाहिँ हुँदैन 6 वर्षमा, but you know still उसको उ चाहिँ a decade है.
Almost a decade.
Yes, we have so much more to talk about. We'll start with another segment first. It's called...
What? What?
It's called The Uncomfortable.
Oh.
Her excitement made me forget it. Yeah, I was like, what? What's the next segment? Okay, it's
The Uncomfortable.
The Uncomfortable.
You will try to be as comfortable
We'll be
as
aware
possible.
now as
Let's
we go.
have the rum board here. I'll
Let's
explain
do
it
it.
to you guys and then we'll move forward.
Okay, let's do that.
We have rum board on the table. Okay. You guys will have to spin it. You have to choose one cocktail. We'll go to the bar and then that will be followed by...
The uncomfortable.
Yes, 3 uncomfortable questions that
But
your
at least we'll have a
fans...
nice cocktail. I know.
To go with
Yes, they'll prepare you very well, so don't worry. So who wants to go?
La.
Sadichha.
Please pick a good one, Sadichha.
Perfect. It's my time. So now let's go to the bar and let's make you guys uncomfortable.
All right, let's go.
Summertime, we're feeling fine. Beat the hits of better time. Feel the rhythm, tap the beat. Hit the floor, move those pretty feet. Mix up the magic, stir it just right. Let's get rum, body low all day and through the night. Rum, 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 my love. Rum, 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 my love. Stir it up, let's mix it right.
So here we are at Kipu Lounge. Are you ready for the uncomfortable?
Yes,
But
we are.
before that, to warm you up, here's your Mai Tai.
Okay,
First, just your
Thank
coasters
you.
here.
Kasto राम्रो color देखियो
Thank
है?
you. Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Okay. Woo.
Cheers to Saturday brunch.
Saturday bunch. Wow, this is good.
It's really good.
I'll start with Sadichha.
All right.
Priyanka might need some time to prepare.
Really? Okay.
Okay. There used to be countable beauty pageants in the past, but today there's such competition in every other community, even among young kids. What do you have to say about this?
Class 8 मा participate गरेको थिएँ मेरो first beauty pageant भन्यो नि त. So the pageants in itself is not bad, okay? Kids को जुन question आयो नि, I feel like that's still okay because it lets the kids develop a healthy sense of competition. Teach you lessons like if you work hard, you'll win. You still win even if you lose. So all these important life lessons जुन age मा पनि सानैदेखि पनि बच्चाहरूले होस् ठुलो मान्छेले पनि सिक्नु सक्छ जस्तो लाग्छ with pageant. It's okay if executed well. That's most important because कतिचोटि चाहिँ organizersहरूले ध्यान दिँदैन. We hear of many different scandals that happen. So that is completely unacceptable no matter the age, the group, हैन जे भए पनि that's completely unacceptable. तर त्यो भन्दा बाहेक एउटा कम्पिटिसन गराएर बच्चाहरूलाई पर्सनालिटी डेभलपमेन्ट हुन्छ नि लाइफ स्किल्स लाइफ लेसन सिकाउने हो भने चाहिँ I am all for it.
I like how you take your stand and you're very clear on that. Now, let's move on to this.
Oh, it's it's me
Lady,
already.
Yeah,
right
take a
here,
big
our
gulp
little
before you
Tinkerbell.
answer.
I have to. Ready?
Okay.
Should just simply
Okay, ready.
Let's take more.
No, I'm good.
Why is that majority of Miss Nepals break up right after winning the crown? Is it because they feel a need to climb the social ladder?
Oh.
Well, that question is not making sense to me. If you're breaking up after Miss Nepal, if you're breaking up after climbing on to a next class, if you're in school, that means you grew with yourself and you probably are taking shape into a different phase of life. So there are people for different phases of life. Relationship bhane ke ho? Saath dinu ta ho ni. It's all
On
about
point.
friendship. It's all about kusle kun bela ma saath dinu sakcha. It does not need to last forever, but the memories need to be lasting.
It's the Mukchilai. Fantastic point about outgrowing each other.
Yeah.
It's just that. Okay,
It's just that.
And this conversation happens every time there is, of course, a breakup in any of the Mr. Palko group. A lot of our older Mr. Pals had also warned many of the younger Mr. Pals. Do you plan to stay in that relationship? Do you want to make it public?
Concerned
They warned.
guidance
Ekdamai concernedly they
bhन्छ.
warned. It's not like a jinx or anything, but
Jinx
it's a trend sadly त्यस्तो चाहिँ हुन्छ हुँदो रहेछ.
But nobody
She
wants
said
to.
it
Very right.
Very right.
If it had to last,
Last,
it will
it
last.
will. No
And
matter
nobody
what.
wants to break up. Okay, nobody wants to leave a person they've been with for a
Exactly.
really long
Exactly.
time. It's not about how you want to
True.
climb the social ladder.
Ladder.
It's just
Oh.
about how it's comfortable for you to get on sailing with
Yeah.
your journey ahead. It's a very difficult space for us too as
And
soon as we win.
Exactly. And यो केसमा चाहिँ नि people really sympathize with अर्को मान्छे बिचारा हेर मिस्टर पालले ब्रेकअप गर्थ्यो यस्तो बट बिचारा त्यो मिस्टर पालको लाइफमा पनि त 10,000 थिङ्स भइरा होला नि त
And it's not always that you break off for another person.
Person or-
I've been single after breaking up.
not jump right into
fun.
somebody
Yeah,
else.
having fun. So it's not that.
But let's move on to another question. What do you think is the reason people cheat in a relationship?
Oh wow.
I don't know. यसको चाहिँ I think if deep down one person is not really happy or don't feel that they would be together, let's say long term or केही मिलिरहेको छैन भने चाहिँ नि cheat गर्छ जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई.
Sadichha can make everything sound so nice and good.
Sense into everything, yeah.
क्या हो भने
Overall, there's a good in every
कस्तो
bad.
राम्ररी
भनेर.
explain गरेको. But again, not encouraging it.
Yes, yes.
Did you break up with guff pass guy just because you had a contract to be single with hidden treasure?
There's a contract that we have to be single.
No, there's not. I did not break up with anybody because somebody asked me to, because a piece of paper made me. Hidden treasure does not make us sit inside a contract where it says you cannot
single.
be in a relationship or dating. Yes, it says you cannot be married, but that is one of the restrictions imposed by the international brand that we carry forward as Miss Worlds and Miss Internationals.
Which is also changing slowly.
There are many other reasons should not disclose.
Yeah.
Third one, Miss Nepal.
Hey, Mr.
I've
Palai.
read this. Miss Nepals have small groups and gossip about each other. Do you think the group is toxic?
Oh my God, Mr. Pals have a very big group. First of all, hello,
27
years bhaisakyo, You'll not be allowed to, but if you should ever have a peek into the fantastic group that we have, you would be amazed as to the energy the women bring in the group. The members of the group support each other through things that don't even come out in the media, banana. So it's not toxic at all. That group is a breath of fresh air in everybody's life.
Yeah.
त्यो 10 जनाको लाइफमा पनि 10 वटा अर्को एक्स्ट्रा कुरा भइरा हुन्छ हैन बट when we meet for that hour, 2 hour, we forget everything. This is restaurants, hotel, भेट्ने बेलामा we sort of feel sorry for the people who are around us because of the laughter. हैन त हामी हाँस्यो भने my God,
yeah.
यस्तो it's not
first time आउँदैन तर तर्सेको हो नि.
We
अनि
always
सबैजनाले
mourn.
भनेर राख्छ कि हेरे यो आज गयो यो आज तर्स्यो भनेर.
हो नि. So the first
I'm
time
sure
we have
did it happen to you?
No.
I think उनीहरूको पालादेखि पछि चाहिँ अलिकति अगाडिदेखि पनि we sort of invite. First time warning नै दिनुपर्छ like okay please
मैले त
we'll be loud and
You got
we'll
it?
be एकदमै so please don't mind us. हामी यस्तो खास every day होइन. भेट्ने बेला excited हुन्छ so please be careful भनेर एउटा disclaimer चाहिँ पहिल्यै दिन्छ कि नयाँ आउने
But so much to
नेपाललाई.
learn from everyone.
It's not toxic, it's not small, it's a lot of fun, it's a lot of support and a lot of love.
It's so helpful, yeah.
Agreed. There is a my dramatic हुन्छ अनि पछि guests I saw this they
My
take it in
also
such a
question.
chill way. I'm like, wait, I was panicking for that?
No, but it's uncomfortable to ask Kolanta.
Oh, so I think it's named
More on
after
that
my,
side.
my emotion, not the guess. Where do you think Nepal lag in beauty passion when it comes to participating in international ones like Miss World?
The girls give their 110% to the journey that they're sailing into, At the end of the day, beauty passions are also a business strategy. They're also a give
It's
and
a great
take.
platform to market.
It's a great platform to market anything, beauty, your thoughts, your voices, your opinions. Sometimes as a market to maybe sell and purchase products, we can be behind, and I think that is the only reason why our rankings haven't been to a mark where the girls have performed so well
Even
and
they should
haven't
have.
reached that top 5 mark.
If you follow the normal standard,
Only.
other countries are easily पुगेसक्यो top 5.
It's so unfair
We've sent the
sometimes.
best
eh?
of girls.
But I'm glad that you're ready for
Yeah.
this. You've not even been
2
there.
years, I need to be.
You've done your research very well, not just about Miss World, but about many things. So that's it. I think I was more uncomfortable, I guess,
Bechara.
definitely for this one, but you
Yeah.
handled it very well. Now let's move on to our next segment.
Okay,
do
let's
that.
go.
Sadichha has already started eating with her eyes.
And I've been drooling over all the food.
Break your fast.
Yes.
You also break your fast.
Yes.
Dusit has prepared a feast for us, and it's paired with Khukri white rum.
Cheers.
Okay. Cheers.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Would you
The
like
food
some
looks really good.
rice?
My Ragdini. Oh, such a bad host.
No, it's okay. It was just closer to me.
Oh, thank you.
So sweet.
I'm sorry. I'm just a little high on Khukri Rum.
Boyo, thank
Did
you.
you? A little
I'll
bit.
take. I'll take.
Yeah?
ल
तिमीलाई म के राखिदिऊँ?
तिमी त्यहाँ राख.
Come है, लिए.
Yeah, please.
That's such a Newari thing, is it?
Yeah.
खाइ ल भनेर.
हासमा लिएर ल सुरु गरे ल भनेर. Sadichha. Is it Sadichha or Sadiksha?
सदिक्षा भयो भने त खास के
हो
अनि वाइ हुनुपर्ने भन्छ. नेपालीमा लेख्यो भने इट्स स पातलो स दीर्घ दि अनि छ क्षेत्रीको छ. होइन फर्स्ट वर्ड दीर्घ.
त्यही भएर इङ्ग्लिसमा पनि Sadichha
नै छ. एक्ज्याक्टली. सो देयर इज नो के और नो वाइ.
अघि भनिराख्दैन Sadiksha भन्थे. But anyway, I have one question for you because you've been in the industry for so long.
Yes.
I think
feels like
little
forever.
before 2010, I used to see your billboards. I don't know, Kieko advertisement Mathieu,
Yes.
photo keeper. Remember?
Right.
That was before Miss Nepal.
Oh.
But I've always seen you maintain your calm because we all are human beings. I mean, we go through phases, and I'm sure you have too. So can you tell us a little about it?
Such a nice question, Ashmi. Kस्तो beautifully put. 13 years bhaisakyo in this industry, but definitely there are ups and downs. कहिलेकाहीँ रिस उठ्छ, कहिलेकाहीँ के हुन्छ, but still, रिस उठ्छ नि. I really try to be as professional as I can because I think it also depends when you started. I started when I was very, very young. When you're 19 and you're getting into the show business and media, you learn, you fail, you try to do it again. Something that my mother has told me has always been in my dimag, which is be grateful भनेर के त्यो चाहिँ नि what you have people will kill for. It is somebody's dream that we are saying छ्या आज पनि यस्तो ढिला भएको के भएको यो हुन्छ नि त्यसरी कम्प्लेन गरिराख्नु सट्टा चाहिँ नि to be grounded, to be humble, to be polite. आमाले ड्रिल नै गरेछ कि त्यो दिमागमा सानो बेलादेखि. So that I think has helped me go through all the highs and lows and also maintain my calm and composure and temper and everything so that I can have this personality and persona.
So much to learn from.
Exactly.
It takes a lot of effort. Being
Definitely.
in this business is so much of effort to stay away from the controversies, to
Negativity.
touch wood. I hope you always do. अब तिम्रो लागि त, of course, we gotta talk about
Miss World. पहिला के हुन्थ्यो भने if you're crowned in July, you leave for Miss World in December and you're done.
एक महिना. September 1st I was crowned.
एक महिना?
October 1st
Oh,
I was
for you एक
in
महिना.
in
Oh, wow.
Nepal. उसको
You
तो
get a
has
certain-
been forever.
Almost 2 years now. It's been a long wait. Of course, it's entire Nepal's journey, but for me, it's been a hardworking, different routine, changes in life, that sort of a journey. You can also not complain about the timings because the more time you get, the more you prepare. My life was in a halt for the longest time because I'm a date side at Hena. It's like preparing for exams before the dates are out. You don't do as much, neither.
The energy पनि I'm sure कस्तो fluctuate हुन्छ. Like you get all excited भयो भनेर then very cancelled or now changed.
from where?
From Dubai to Mumbai to now Delhi. It's finally fixed in Delhi. We've got the dates too.
Are you happy that it's happening in India?
So happy. It's going to work so well for us as Nepal and as country that is so closely related to India in culture, in people.
Yep.
And also in screen time, Bollywood, Bollywood, I'm Hindi serial song. We're so connected, neither. So it won't be a completely new sphere for me, new people for me. So I think beatsnu चाहिँ गाह्रो हुँदैन त्यहाँ जाँदा
at all. Trust me, I'm saying this because I went to USA and I was super excited about it. I was like, oh my god, yay, USA. But oh my god, the scene was different, man. Washington DC ma bhako. I felt like I went for some business conference or political, I don't know. I still appreciate everything, you know. Tara pani ke you don't feel that pageant feeling. And Asia, okay, that's a pageant like
Maya garcha, man paraउँछ. That's true.
Big
fan following, I know. I went to China only.
China ma pani त्यही त हो नि. So you're lucky, I think.
I think so too.
And we will be watching very closely.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were tagging along.
Definitely.
We'll try our best.
We'll try our best.
Watching
We'll definitely
closely.
try
You've
our
got to
best.
come there if you can. This will be the closest it will ever be to home. If not in Nepal, India, the closest point. So to sum it all together, I'm excited. Going to be a huge learning journey, and I'm looking forward to learn and grow.
We're equally excited for you,
Thanks.
Priyanka. Another thing is pageantry is generally becoming more accepting.
Oh, diverse,
right?
yes.
So what do you think, you know, as someone who's going to be representing?
There's growth, there's progress, and there's modernization with each year. Pageantry modular kina changes now, so, you know, so it's a good thing that we're changing. Pageant ma herdakeri aba workspace ma matrai difference थियो भने अहिले we're accepting married women into pageantry. We're also accepting people who've surpassed a certain age limit. So that's more diverse, and in any sphere of life, diversity is celebrated. And coming from a country like Nepal, we live amongst so many beautiful culture and heritage and people. So when we can include all these diverse sectors of ages, heights, restrictions, I think it's good.
So what's your take on the question?
I have been able to stay like this because I don't give opinions, I know, in things that I don't want
some
to.
opinion in this matter.
Similar page, like Priyanka said, you know, it's good. But I also feel like, where do we draw the line? It's too confusing, Nita.
Okay.
There could be, let's say, Mrs. Nepal and a Miss Nepal
Category.
and something else where, I don't know if fair is the word I would use, but fair for everybody who's participating, jasto pani ke bia garyo भन्दैमा or bacha payo भन्दैमा you aren't eligible or allowed to do something भन्नु खोजेको होइन. हुन त criteria rules पनि human beings ले नै बनाओ, change गर्दाखेरि राम्रो हो. I am in support of inclusivity and diversity. कहिले काहीँ चाहिँ नि धेरै गर्न खोज्दाखेरि झन् त्यो main motive and purpose नै lose हुन्छ के.
And I think it's okay to totally have your opinion, okay? Just because that's what I hear from people. Some are liking it, some are not. So that's why I genuinely wanted to ask you guys about this too. Another thing is, pageantry man say we're always expected to put up our good face. Like,
We're taught to smile. People get very taken aback when they're like, you're taught to smile?
but do you think that's the reason why we're called fake many times? And how do you deal with that personal level, Matsai?
If it's actually fake, you would never know it when it's okay. Beauty pageant चाहिँ एउटा मान्छेलाई presentable बनाउन चाहिँ धेरै मद्दत गर्छ जस्तो लाग्छ. मेरो पालीमा त झन् there were so many other contestants who I looked up to, was in awe of, my jaw dropped.
Miss Nepal?
यस्तो राम्रोसँग हिँड्न सक्ने म त यस्तो भक्कु 19-year-old first time मिलाएर हिँडेर त्यस्तो अप्ठ्यारो. What Miss Nepal also teaches is perseverance, patience, to not give up. I remember Rachana ma'am telling me तिम्रो walk भएन international club मा just a mirror. त्यही mirror मा हिँडेको I won best walk at the end of the finale. So
No
एक
way.
महिनामा हिल लगाएर नहिँडेको मान्छेले अब एफर्ट लगाए पनि राम्रो गर्न सक्छ. But again, now people might be your story सुनेर so Miss Nepalमा हिँड्न सिकाउने रहेछ हैन, हिँड्न पनि नआउने रहेछ हैन. There will always be people who will say that.
It's a challenge you took up very gracefully.
Definitely.
Like how you do with any other challenges in your life.
You have to come out of your comfort zone. I think that's what pageantry teaches also. To be presentable, to be courteous, and to maybe also find out who you really are.
I completely agree with what Sadichha said. I've always been a very confident person since a very young age. Never had any restrictions, limitations. घरमा पनि के रहर छ चाहना छ भने pursue गर न भनेर एउटा open environment मा हुर्के थिए. So in my own self-reflection, I was pretty confident. Miss Nepal हुन्छु भनेर त पहिल्यैदेखि थियो. I've watched all of you getting crowned. अनि participate गर्न आउँदाखेरि चाहिँ मान्छेहरूले कसरी जित्ने मात्रै सोध्छ नि त. तर जितिसकेपछि के गर्ने थाहा हुँदैन. कस्तो आँखाहरू आउँछ भनेर थाहा हुँदैन. कस्तो opinionsहरू add on हुन्छ थाहा हुँदैन. Your life is officially
Changed.
public.
Yeah.
It's changed. It takes a big toll upon your own personality. आफ्नै साथीहरूले चिन्ने पनि आँखा फेरिँदै जान्छ नि त, हैन? As soon as you get crowned. So it was a very different space for me. के म त के बोल्ने कहाँ जाने क्यामेरा आउने बित्तिकै तर्सिने टाइप हुने के भित्रबाट अब एन्जाइटी हुन थाल्ने कि that month when you win everybody is watching you कमेन्ट्सहरु आउँछ भिडियोजहरु झ्यामी अपलोड हुन्छ you give too many interviews it's all the same questions there's not much you can talk about yourself but there's so much you can talk about yourself again but there's also a line that you need to draw on it so you just get disappeared of who you are as a person and you start getting blending into who Miss Nepals are as people right so Asmi di कस्तो थियो Sadichha di कस्तो हुनुहुन्थ्यो अरु Miss Nepalsहरु कस्तो थियो त्यो पर्सनालिटीहरु चाहिँ अप्रोचमा लिएर आफ्नो जर्नी क्युरेट गर्न थाल्दै रहेछ कि because you never know what's coming कस्तो थियो म कस्तो छु भनेर बिर्सिदै जाँदाखेरि चाहिँ it was so toxic for me for a while
that's why it's so important for beauty pageant or any other pageant legacy को हुन्छ नि एउटा कुनै पनि winners to understand that it's there and their journey alone like Mr. Palko पनि हेर्दाखेरि like I look at Usha didi हैन I look at Ruby didi I started thinking ला अब म 50 वर्ष पुग्ने बेलामा will I have the same energy will I look as good will I be able to manage घर काम and everything so effortlessly and so well भन्ने जस्तो के because that comparison is always there कहिलेकाहीँ आफैले गर्छ कहिलेकाहीँ चाहिँ the audience and the society will do it for you like oh
they bar you to think into it
तिमी त खै त तिमी चाहिँ बोल्नु पर्दैन तिमी चाहिँ जानु पर्दैन तिमी चाहिँ यस्तो नगर्ने भनेर के
that's why you need to like push everybody away and
also
then make your space
Miss Nepal is all about social work के हामी social workers त हैन नि त yes it's a huge part of us we would love to hold hands with you if you're moving into something that helps us socially, economically, any sphere. Right?
I remember answering your question कति चोटि के because पहिला पनि 2010, 11, 12 सम्म पनि समाजको लागि चाहिँ तपाई के गर्नुहुन्छ त all that. And I look at it from two perspectives के एउटा चाहिँ नि like Priyanka also said हैन हामीले मात्र सबै गर्नुपर्छ भन्छ हैन it's like everybody can do whatever they're capable of भन्ने भयो अर्को चाहिँ नि it's like wow what an expectation that they have that हामीले चाहिँ देश र समाज नै परिवर्तन गर्न सक्छौं भन्ने हिसाबको so in a way that's like a nice challenge to take up that is why हामीले गर्न पनि गर्छ नि त we have Miss Nepal को ग्रुपमा and then every 3 months we keep doing different events हैन so गरिरा हुन्छ नि त that way
keeps you on your toes
we do that by the way है we keep doing events also 3 महिनामा हामी त्यस्तो गर्छौं
so last round that case what I've realized after I regained my confidence and after I found myself after all the happenings and events of the past 1 year I'm glad that I had 2 years to compete for Miss World because I would have lost myself completely
exactly but
so
yeah you've made a space for yourself and it's very visible personality it's not looking like you know it's affected in any way
so अहिले आएर चाहिँ I've realized that the crown does not become you you become the crown okay you add personality into each gem that the crown carries
so nice
she puts it
give something back to the crown just don't soak in everything that the crown brings to your head because it's been passed from a head to another head neither but just know who you are as a person because what helped was I was confident I knew who I was as a person and I could regain my clarity so be mentally prepared if you're planning to come to a pageant
there you go guys I think you know whoever is representing us is doing a very good job.
Thank you.
So we're really rooting for you.
Thank you.
And with that being said, we're moving to the next round.
Which
Guess
is?
what it is?
Rapid fire.
Of course.
Okay.
We call it Ramayla Moments and I'm sure you guys are ready for it.
Already.
Let's go.
All right, let's finish the food and we begin with rapid fire.
All right.
Hey, rapid fire. Khana hunदैन Pasta is good.
Okay guys, are we ready for Ramayla Moments?
Yes.
Been ready. Let's go.
Been ready?
Yes.
Then we'll start with her.
Yes, let's do that.
I love it.
Okay.
One person you look up to.
My mother.
What career path are you looking forward after the pageant?
A gemologist.
Favorite or one of the biggest life lessons?
That even small things in life matters the most. Concentrate on the details of everything that you're doing.
Celebrity crush. Nepali.
Nepali ko cha hola. Maybe Dheeraj.
Ooh.
Cute.
Your strength.
My family.
Weakness.
Get carried away. Sometimes.
Very honest.
Yeah.
One big regret.
Sometimes losing myself in order to please people. That's always been a regret.
Single or relationship?
अब कस्तो के सिंगल भन्ने भएको मान्छे रिसाउँछ रिलेसनशिप भए नभएको मान्छे रिसाउँछ
moment.
volunteered for blind rocks and they could come out from their shells and work for themselves.
The most intimidating Miss Nepal.
Intimidating none. They're also sweet, they're also nice.
I would have an answer.
contrary to the belief, everyone is so sweet.
भर्खरको भएर हो कि एकजना शिवरमा गएर आउन अन्त
No, she's confident. I know. She carries herself very confidently. So there's a big difference.
Okay.
Craziest fun you've ever had?
I think today just landed with Khukri Rum and Tipsy giving interview. This has to be one of the craziest professional funs.
Professional ad
Paper. Yeah, work.
Profile you often keep stalking.
Yours, I love your reel.
Wow. Everybody gets away with, my name. Eh?
Then you should stop putting on such
Fantastic
amazing
content.
Reels.
Most expensive purchase.
It has to be one of the bags I purchased.
Which one?
It was Gucci.
What object do you lose the most?
Rubber band, hair ties.
One cause you choose if you were to devote yourself to philanthropy for the rest of your life.
It has to be with socio-economical development, something along those lines.
That's it. Well done.
Oh, done?
Done.
Okay, thank you.
Are you changing the piece of
wish.
paper? Not you.
Okay, I'll take a sip.
मलाई सोध्नुलाई you'll take a sip.
Okay. Sadichha, your strength.
Mamu.
Out of 10, how much would you rate yourself?
9.
Ooh,
9.
I like that. You wear many hats. However, one career path you think you cannot nail. I'm good at everything.
I haven't really tried it होला नभए त म खतरै गर्दिन्थ्यो नि भन्ने was the first thought, so I think that would be my answer.
Ooh, so you're like,
Yeah, मैले try गर्दै भने गर्दिन्छु म जे पनि
damn.
Yeah.
Best thing about being a wife.
A loving husband.
Worst thing about being a wife.
Not getting the same amount of love language reciprocation, which for me is physical touch. So I have to keep touching. Oh my
I think it's men are from Mars and
Yeah,
women are
see,
from Venus.
भनेको-
So like, it's like,
Well said, sister.
favorite Miss Nepal of all time.
Jansha Didi.
One person you reach out for advice.
My husband.
Celebrity crush.
None really.
Baby boy or baby girl.
What's the difference to somebody who's not married, who's married? What is this? Just a baby in general. I like no baby girl or baby boy.
Okay.
So just say no, my
Success mantra.
Stay grounded. Most
Crazy
important.
fan moment.
त्यो मिस्टर पालमा जितेको गाडी थियो नि त ग्रीन कलरको इजिली रेकग्नाइजेबल बिकज त्यो धेरै गाडी छैन त्यो त्यसको माथि somebody had dropped a letter and then phone number and a rose I think but of course I never called so I don't know
How romantic.
crazy चाहिँ थियो होला
And it's so nice that you're like still, like keeping the car so maintained. I mean,
It's still
that
driving.
shows the person you
Yeah.
are. Okay? So
She's the
I hope
only
you know.
Miss Nepal who's got a
Okay.
car.
Your biggest competition from media.
None really यो पनि no honestly भन्दा कि if Nepali media is the pie is really big enough for everybody to have a very scrumptious piece.
Wildest Miss Nepal.
I don't think we have any wild Miss Nepal as such. She's the youngest so far, so we are wild. Or something
I
that
wasn't
have
expecting
been very
that.
tamed by
And maybe
life and
after this show,
relationships.
we know that she's the wildest.
Okay.
Moment of regret.
I'll take that.
China, I'm not really somebody who gets bothered by regrets quite a lot, so none.
Biggest work blunder.
Recently, म
Yeah.
एकदम राम्रोसँग आफ्नो होमवर्क गर्छु till date I write my scripts, prepare सबै गर्छु हैन I go for this event where we had a very special guest who was a मन्त्री अहिलेसम्म यही एक्स मन्त्रालयमा हुने है भने क्रस चेक with the government को वेबसाइट ठ्याक्कल उहाँलाई हामी स्वागत गरौँ एक्स मन्त्रालयको everybody then looks at me goes no हैन उहाँ अर्कै मन्त्रालय भनेर के oh my apology भने गरे I was
I hope
read
you told
slightly
the truth. It's the website.
हैन मैले स्टिल गरेँ हैन बट पछि चाहिँ नि so many people came up to me and then it's like तिम्रो गल्ती हैन लाइक यो त भइराख्छ उहाँ भर्खरै मात्रै चेन्ज हुनु भएको हो नम्बर 1 वेबसाइटै पनि चेन्ज गर्न नभ्याइकन मन्त्री has been changed so मलाई चाहिँ तर खतस पर्छ जस्तो भइदिया भए चाहिँ हैन अनि मलाई अति बाल्न भयो अब के गर्नु हाम्रो देशको यस्तै त हो कहिले को मन्त्री राख्छ मैले I can't keep that भन्ने भन्दै थियो होला हैन but of course I want to work for a really long time in the media and still do events so I was like I just kept quiet.
Wow. What object do you lose the most?
Keys. तर lose isn't like हाम्रो ब्यागमा राख्छ नि त ब्यागमा misplaced.
Your deepest fear.
After I'm married, I fear losing my loved ones. So not seeing my parents that often.
Yeah.
Fear of missing out on big moments.
Whew, that's it, guys. I think both
That
of you
was
did
sweet.
amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks to you.
Thanks to you.
So here we are at the end.
Sakyo.
Pretty much done.
Oh, really?
So fast.
Sakyo.
I was just getting comfortable.
अर्को पनि एक दिन लिँदै.
I'll let you guys ask one question.
I think you should go first. I'll need to think.
Don't
So I'll-
put me on a
So
spotlight.
there's something called former Miss Nepal Club, that सबै Miss Nepalहरू they usually participate. We have like WhatsApp, Viber, त्यस्तो ग्रुपहरू छ हाम्रो चाहिँ नि,
Which I
हैन?
exited from.
जनता जान्न चाहन्छ. Why don't we see Asmi Shrestha in all
I
these
was
Miss Nepal
there.
events?
I was there, Agadina. Now, there was a time when I was distancing myself from the title of
Title
Miss
itself,
Nepal.
yeah.
I know that I was being ungrateful, but I was in such a stage in life that म त्यहाँ बसेको भए अझै मलाई गाह्रो हुन्थ्यो के. A lot of insecurities, a lot of confidence issues, not knowing what am I going to do in life. त्यहाँ गएर म के गर्ने, म के कुरा गर्ने, you know, how to be that confident self. अरू हाँसेको देख्दा पनि त्यो, you know, you can't just be yourself.
Yeah.
That's when I decided to leave.
That's the beauty also of the group. And if people want, they can leave anytime because सबैको लाइफमा different कुरा भइरा हुन्छ नि.
I had to take a break, and now that you see, you know, I'm finally coming back to being myself.
So I can add you in the WhatsApp group. Is the basic.
Let's do it now.
No, not
Okay.
trying to find myself, doing a lot of things. So I think it's about time. Barbecue
then
event ma mo thiye. So that's me slowly trying to come back.
in. Yeah.
But still, you know, even if I ever go away, just know that individually I've always connected with you guys.
Right.
Just the
ग्रुपमा बसेर गर्नु चाहिँ.
I hope I explained it well.
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a little fun personal question. As soon as you get into a media, limelight ma aune bhanekai personal life huncha, which is correlated to relationships. You know, you've been open with few.
The way you put it.
No, you've been open with few. I think you are one of those people who are out there with your relationships. So how do you curate your journey now when you put it out there? When you
publicly,
when you put it out there publicly, and when you
I need a whole episode. 2 minutes is not enough.
So from what I understand from the question, number one, what do you do when publicly use it? This the boy. Number two, how do you try to keep it a secret or something so that she can take tips?
Something like that. What are the pros and cons, okay, when you put it out there and when you
I
don't?
think you attract a lot of energy. Back then, I was not aware of it. I was just being so candid. So life is full of surprises, ups and downs. So I like to keep my energy protected and not talk too much. But at the same time, not hide either. देखाउनै पर्छ भन्ने पनि छैन. At least I am in that state for now. It might change because I keep surprising people with different phases.
Yeah.
That whatever happened,
I thought you'd say different guys.
Shut up.
I was like, really?
No, different phases.
Sorry.
But then I think it all happened for good.
Yeah.
It's taught me some beautiful lessons in life.
I'm
And
sure.
that's why I've become so free now and I'm living my life the best way possible. And I'm really enjoying it. So that's it. I don't know.
Beautiful.
Wow, you guys both really attacked me. Very good topic. But I know like Miss Nepal are super diplomatic and I had to be prepared. Okay guys, thank you so much.
you.
I really,
Thank you for having us.
had a great time. Yesterday, our bonding time knowing Sadichha for such a long time that we've never had this kind of conversation.
Yeah.
But then whenever she's around, I've always felt that positivity and she's always very encouraging and I've always been a fan too, right?
Thanks.
And then Priyanka was super proud of you, like so mature, you know, but at the
Very
same time so
prepared.
wild.
Who's the
She
wild one?
balances it out really well. Don't ever doubt on what you're doing, okay?
Okay, I'm
Keep
trying, I'm
shining,
learning.
shine
Thank
even
you.
brighter. We're
Thank
really
you.
rooting for you. Before you guys go, we have a cute gift hamper from Khukri Rum. Sadichha, this is yours.
Thank you very much.
Curated by Khukri Rum for you guys. I know you're excited about it.
Yay.
Thank you, Ashwini.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much. I had a
I
great
love you
fun.
guys.
Thank you,
so
Khukri Rum.
much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was it, guys. That was quite an enjoyable show, and I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. We will be back with more fun episodes. Till then, like, subscribe, and share Wow Magazine. I'll see you next time.